This is the perfect example of accounts taking a kernel of truth and turning it into something else. Talking about the rabies vaccine is given low in the leg so that when they develop a tumor, they can amputate the leg, which is true, but needs a lot more context. But before I get into the context, I want to show you that they are selling you something. A vaccine detox, which they put after some other information that is kind of true, mostly true-ish, about the rabies vaccine. Now, this is super misleading because it's a dog, but I think what they're trying to talk about is injection site sarcomas, which we typically see in cats. It used to be called vaccine-associated sarcomas, now we know that's not the case. And it's really uncommon, like one case per every 10,000 to 30,000 vaccines in cats. And it's even rarer in dogs to the point where I couldn't even find a prevalence. Just weird one-off cases. Like this case, which was the first surgically induced sarcoma that had been reported, and prior to that, just some microchip-induced sarcomas in dogs. And I could go into a lot about this injection site sarcoma in cats, but in response to this particular post, I think it's important to note that this is not a well-understood process. And despite it being super uncommon, we've developed protocols so that if it does develop, it's not as debilitating as it was back in the past. And it's another great example of why you should talk to your veterinarian about your pet's vaccination schedule, and not someone trying to sell you a detox on the internet.